Oh, hello there. Don't be alarmed. We're just preparing your listening device for ScubaRadio, the world's first radio show devoted to diving. We do this, of course, by filling the radio with water. Don't worry, we're professionals. Thanks to me, you won't even get wet. You see, I've crammed every appendage of my body into the cracks and crevices of your radio, ensuring an airtight seal. By the way, don't touch your on-off knob. That's a very sensitive area. Anyway, I should remind you, we believe in the buddy system just like diving, so don't listen alone. Call your buddy and tell them that ScubaRadio is about to begin.
We're gonna start a new life under the sea.
So, am I gonna drown?
Of course not. Just stay calm and let the gentle currents relax your every muscle.
Under the sea, under the sea.
Did it just get warmer?
There'll be no accusations, just friendly crustaceans under the sea.
Where the hell are the sharks?
And now, here's your dive guide for ScubaRadio, Greg the Dive Master.
And welcome. This is the world's first radio show devoted to diving. I am Greg the Dive Master. CJ's in the studio with me. What's going on?
Nothing, man.
What do you mean, nothing? I would like to see your dive mask, please.
Why?
You know why. We have a major story to kind of navigate through today and try to clear the names of the ScubaRadio Scuba Squad, because there has been a major incident in the state of Florida, Jacksonville to be exact, that is potentially giving scuba divers around the world a black eye. We have a diving bank robber, a dive boogler on the loose.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about, Cock Johnson.
I have no idea.
Somebody robbed a bank with scuba?
Yes.
I hadn't heard this.
Yes, this happened this past week. A guy went into a bank in Jacksonville, Florida, with a dive mask and robbed the bank. And as far as I know, he's still on the run.
Genius.
Well, I don't know if it's genius or not, but it covered up his face enough. I know the type of mask it is. And so I'm going to drill our ScubaRadio Scuba Squad just to basically make sure we don't have a boogler amongst us.
A what?
You heard what I said. A boogler. A dive boogler. Just like the ham boogler, we evidently, the dive boogler is on the
I
loose.
think he's trying to say burglar.
Boogler.
He can't pronounce.
Well, what,
Vinny? It was a robbery, right? He walked into the bank, so it wasn't really burglary.
People wonder what Vinny does, in his off time.
He's retired.
That's what a dive boogler would say, Barry the Bugger.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
isn't it?
Well, it ain't me.
It ain't you.
He just happens to have all these loose diamonds.
I have, just so we're clear, I have ways to find out who's telling the truth and who's not. There actually is some new AI technology available that I have put in place on today's show that can analyze your video, your face expressions, and your audio and what you say, and determine whether or not you're lying or not, Vinny.
Well,
it's
I'm
a
not
new.
worried.
Well, you should be.
I know that you are a liar.
Well, we're going to find out if Vinny Two Tanks is lying about the fact that he's the dive boogler, because I don't know what these guys do outside of a Saturday afternoon when we do ScubaRadio every week. For all I know, they could be on a massive crime spree around the world. And they finally exposed themselves as having a connection to scuba divers.
You don't want to snitch on them, do you?
I don't want to snitch on them, but I want to expose them.
Why?
Because they're giving diving a bad name. We don't want people that are not divers to think that we're a bunch of booglers.
We already have a bad name.
We don't want to be known as criminals. We want to be.
I don't think you can do any worse to damage our reputation.
Go ahead, AI Greg.
Well, look. First, let me set the stage a little bit here for this story. No, this happened last week in Jacksonville. A guy went into a bank, robbed the bank, wearing a dive mask.
Do we know how much he got?
No, I have no idea.
Hope it's a lot.
What you're? Well, actually, maybe how much?
Get a lot.
How much did you get there, CJ?
Oh, what me?
Oh, yeah. Okay. We'll Well, we're going to have the computer
I'd be long gone. I wouldn't be showing up
analyze
here today if it was me.
your answers. But you know, if you didn't catch the news story, being that this does have a connection to diving, we actually have some exclusive tape. Believe it or not.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
Of what?
Well, I was able to track down the radio chatter. You know,
Police
like-
scanner?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah. I don't think you've heard this on the mainstream media, but because, you know, we're divers.
I saw
I know
one.
people.
I saw one still picture, and that was it.
I mean, the mainstream media has covered this, but they haven't blown it up as much as we, you know, it caught my attention because it's like, wait a minute, this is a scuba diver that's trying to make us look bad.
I saw the
right?
one, somebody sent me the one article with just the one photo from the bank, like the overhead from the bank.
that's all
teller.
that you see on the
It's hard to tell who it is.
But I have the scanner audio. You want to hear this?
Hell yeah.
Check this out. This is a Scuba Radio exclusive.
All units be advised a silent alarm was tripped at the dollar bill y'all savings and loan on Cowabunga and 5th. Be on the lookout for a male suspect, average height, armed with a handgun. Suspect was wearing a snorkel mask while committing the robbery.
Dispatch, this is Adam 12. Did you say the suspect was wearing a snorkel mask?
10-4, Adam 12. A snorkel mask. Like you use when you snorkel in the ocean or a pool. Sometimes the springs are nice, so you can see all the fishies.
Dispatch, I'm not familiar with the term snorkel mask. Was there a snorkel built into it? The snorkel was attached somehow? What the f*** are you talking about?
I don't know, dickhead.
Wow.
Like a scuba diver, maybe? The manager was really freaked out, and the teller had to go home because he shit himself.
Oh, jeez.
The suspect may have excrement on his shoes, if that helps. Maybe call the canine unit to sniff it out.
Should we maybe go check the beach? In case the suspect tries to flee into the sea?
Adam 12, you're worthless. The chief might call Aquaman to help.
Ooh, Barry's.
Yeah, Barry.
Aquaman.
Barry
He's
knows him.
lame. Aquaman can only help if the suspect is underwater. Hey, if he's on the beach, maybe the lifeguards can blow their whistles at him. But how far can he get wearing flippers?
Fins.
Repeat, please. Over.
Fins? The term is fins, not flippers. Even I know that.
Dispatch, you must be listening to Scuba Radio.
Of course.
Scuba what? What is that, like an underwater radio?
Never mind. Adam 12, over and out.
Wow.
Well, the dispatch was aware of us,
Yeah.
or somebody was.
I mean, that guy was. He didn't
the
have the
cop.
flippers fins thing correct. But at least he listens
I
to
was
the
excited
show.
to hear about Scuba Radio until the other guy was like, I don't know what that is.
Yeah. Hey, you won't get that anywhere else, by the way.
Nor would you want to.
Well, that's, you know.
Was this in Jacksonville or St. Augustine?
Oh, you know what? I think it was St. Augustine.
Okay.
Why would you know that, Vinny Two Tanks?
Because I just Googled it.
Oh, yeah, right.
Well, I wasn't in St. Augustine.
That's what a dive boogler would say.
yeah, boogler.
All right. I'm going to hook up
And it
this.
was they call it an
this program.
Ozark snorkel mask.
I know.
And
Yeah, I actually looked that
what
up.
the hell is that?
Well, an Ozark snorkel mask, you can buy those like at Walmart. So they're
Wait,
cheap,
how did
cheapy
you know
masks.
about that, Greggy?
I Googled it,
You
just
do
like Vinny
during
Two
the week.
Tanks.
Article.
Pay
I
attention,
mean,
Barry.
You don't work during the week. What were you doing in St. Augustine?
Yeah, you don't
Don't
work
blow my
during the week.
alibi. What's wrong with you people? Anyway, I've already went
Would he
through.
be highlighting this and talking about it if he
Yeah,
actually
of
committed
course
the
not.
robbery?
That would.
Yes. This is Greg you're talking about.
No. I make millions doing this show every week. I have no reason to rob a bank.
Of pennies.
Of what?
Of millions of pennies.
No, I was going to say yen, but that's even worse. All right, more coming up. Stay close.
This is the Worldwide Scuba Radio Network.
Come as a guest, leave as a friend. It's a philosophy that comes from the top down at Explorer Ventures liveaboards. It doesn't matter if you're traveling solo, with a buddy, or group. Explorer Ventures does the liveaboard dive experience right. For proof, know Explorer Ventures has one of the best repeat customer stats in the dive industry. They're also the official liveaboard company of Scuba Radio. You've likely heard us talk about Explorer Ventures Scuba Radio scuba cruise trips many times, and we invite you to join us on the next one. However, whether we're on board with you or not, I'll bet an Explorer Ventures liveaboard trip will be one of the best dive experiences you've ever had. It just doesn't get any better. Saba St. Kitts, Turks and Caicos, the Galapagos, Maldives, Indonesia, humpback whales, and the Silver Banks, new destinations and itineraries are being added all the time. Call one of their talented travel consultants to find the Explorer Ventures liveaboard experience that's just right for you. 1-800-322-3577. That's 1-800-322-3577. Or visit explorerventures.com. That's explorerventures.com.
Hey, baby, what's going down?
Later, nerd.
Are you lacking with the ladies?
Nope.
Enhance your scuba superpowers with a new ScubaRadio hat.
Wow, nice hat.
Just picked it up at ScubaRadio.com.
Buy 2 ScubaRadio hats and get free shipping.
Need a dive buddy, sexy?
Always. And I got a Scuba Radio hat for you, too.
New ScubaRadio hats are now available at ScubaRadio.com.
So cool.
Order yours today, or stay a loser.
Do you have a message or a product that you'd like to share with the diving world? Well, look no further than Scuba Radio. Just like you, thousands of diving enthusiasts are hearing this message, and we could be talking about you and your product or service as early as next Saturday. Remember, a terrible thing happens when you don't advertise. Nothing. Go to ScubaRadio.com, send us an email, and let's get to work to make your marketing message matter.
Prepare to rig for dive! Your surface interval is complete. You're now clear to dive with Scuba Radio.
Scuba Radio.
The world's first radio show devoted to diving.
Scuba Radio.
Dive, dive, dive.
I want sun, I want sand, I want spa. Okay. Spa, facial, but nothing too remote because I'm a people person. I like to socialize.
Islands are good?
Islands are great.
All right, I'm thinking
Bahamas. I love the Bahamas. Yeah. I've never been there. I've always wanted to go.
We can get you to the Pink Sands Beach.
Ooh.
We can fly you direct into Nassau.
This is perfect. Let's do it. Bahamas. Bahamas! Here I come, baby. Bahama, Bahama mama.
This is the world's first radio show devoted to diving. I'm going to the Bahamas here a few days from now. You're going to hear all about that 2 weeks from today, and as well as our adventures down in the Florida Keys at the Eye Care Trash Derby. We'll have more about that a little bit later on in the show. But today we are tracking the crime spree of the diving bank robber. That Vinny Two Tanks,
or at least snorkeling bank
mysteriously corrected me to say that, hey, this bank was robbed in St. Augustine, not Jacksonville.
Greg, do we ever find out? It said on the article snorkel mask.
Yeah.
Was the snorkel built into it?
I googled it. It's a cheap set you can buy at Walmart. It's just a mask and a snorkel.
Okay,
yes,
so it just should have been.
Vinny,
I saw a price of $8.97. So
wow,
this guy must have been really poor. He bought a really low quality mask.
Well, you're going to use it once, rob the bank, and ditch
well,
it.
maybe not. I don't know.
Why spend big bucks on a mask if you're
maybe the guy had a really old set in the bottom of a dive bag, and he just used that.
Well, maybe that is possible, but it is interesting.
No, it's still for sale. You can buy it. It's listed at Walmart. They sell it.
Okay.
Yeah, they can go back to Walmart and do a search on the last time it was bought and go from there.
Well,
okay, that's long enough on this discussion. Let's move along.
No, it's not, because there's a lot of suspicion going on right now.
Casey wants anxious to not talk about
exactly.
This.
He wants to change the
face.
Change the topic, doesn't he?
He's got dark glasses on.
All right, well,
Panama Jack.
Well, just for the record, as I alluded to at the beginning of the show today, I am here to put the Scuba Radio Scuba Squad under the microscope and prove once and for all their innocence, or maybe somebody is guilty as being the dive boogler.
So
Could be Casey.
We're trying to exonerate them.
We're going to try. And there is technology that makes this very possible these days. I actually I pulled up a special program that had been developed by AI that can determine whether you're telling the truth from your video feed and what you say, your audio of what you're saying. So we've been doing this, running this already. I'm going to fire up the machine here.
Can I go first just to get it up?
Well, okay. Yeah.
I like the sound effect of that.
Wow. This is high tech. This is AI stuff, man.
Wow.
There's a lot of science involved here.
Sound like something from Battlestar Galactica.
All right. Well, let's go to Vinny first, see if we can clear his name or prove his guilt. Vinny, you're up. First, just state your name. What is your name?
Vinny. 2 takes.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. Got that much. And you've been diving for how long? How many?
Since I was 18.
18. Okay. According to the this software,
There's 2 truths.
have you ever found Barry to be attractive in board shorts? Yes or no?
No.
Oh.
I have? Okay. Maybe I did.
You
I
are?
don't
Too
remember.
bad Barry is not here.
Oh boy.
Wow. I think this thing is 100%. I think it works.
Barry looks like a Greg wannabe.
Yes.
Yeah, he does, doesn't he?
All right. Well, okay. So I think this thing is working, though. I mean, so is Vinny 2 Tanks? I say I am. Well, just state you say you are the dive boogler, Vinny. Just say that. Let's see if it can pick it up.
I don't want to incriminate myself. You're going to put that on the.
Well, just state. Say you are or you are not.
Ask him if he is or not.
Okay, yeah. Are you the dive boogler?
The scuba mask burglar using a cheap Ozark mask. Sorry, Ozark.
That's way too much information.
Oh,
You're
sorry.
overloading
Are
the
you the
system.
dive boogler?
No.
Yes. No, you say. Oh, Vinny's been cleared.
All right, Vinny, you're good.
Okay, one more question for Vinny.
Sure.
Um,
And I keep my sinks clean in my bathroom.
No, that's a lie.
How do you?
what do you use your what do you use your sinks in your bathroom for, Vinny? Go
Brushing
ahead.
my teeth.
Brushing your. Okay. We'll just leave that lie. We'll just leave that one lie.
Sounds
okay.
accurate.
All right. Next person we're going to try to clear or incriminate, Jerry the diver guy. Jerry, state your name. What is your name?
Jerry the diver guy.
Okay. All right. Well, we got to calibrate the system first. All right.
Understand.
Then, maybe one more calibration. Is it Bear Jer or Jer Bear? Yes or no?
Neither.
Neither. He doesn't care. Evidently.
Oh
Which
God.
you're going to make Barry cry. And
No, he isn't.
okay.
Be strong, Barry.
I am.
Are you the dive burglar? Jared the diver
No.
guy. What do you say?
No.
Oh, wait a minute. Uh-oh. Could this be a false positive?
I don't know, man. I don't know anything about this.
Have you ever thought about...
Was he in Florida recently?
All right, this is for Jerry. Here's a question. Have you ever thought about Jerry... Or no, have you ever thought about Barry late at night when you're lying in bed?
No.
Oh! Wait a minute. I don't know. What is
Why would you ask these questions, Greg? These are strange questions to be asking people.
Twisted mind.
What weird question? It has nothing to do with burglary.
No, you got to calibrate the system sometimes. Make sure you're not getting,
You got, they have to
People
do
can-
AI training. You know about
yeah,
that.
right.
Industry.
Yeah,
Somewhere in these questions, he's going to ask something about a butt.
What?
I don't know. Huh. But home.
Should I?
What in the
say-
butt?
well, I'll just ask. Should I ask a question about a butt? Oh, all right.
See?
All right. Well, well, I don't know. It kind of came up incriminating a little bit for Jerry the Diver guy, though.
I was on the golf course.
That's your alibi.
Yes.
You don't golf.
Test him on that. Test him on that.
What? Like, were you?
He said he was at the golf course.
You're on the golf. Okay. Were you on the golf course when this burglary took place from the diver?
Yes.
Wow. Now it came back positive. I don't know what to think. I think these guys are breaking the system.
Just throw the whole thing out.
Yeah. All right. Well, we got Casey, Bubble Boy, Barry to navigate through. We'll try to clear or incriminate them next.
Wasn't me.
Stay close.
Only Greg is here.
Scuba Radio. Scuba Radio.
Scuba action star Mike Scott is back in a new audiobook, Cayman Cowboys, Reefs Under Pressure. From author Eric Douglas comes the one that started it all. Listen as Mike deals with submarines, kidnapping, betrayal, and more.
He didn't even have fins or a mask to let him see in the water. He was going to be slow and blind. If it weren't for the float, he knew there would be no way he would ever make it to the surface.
Download Cayman Cowboys or Oil and Water, Return to Cayman, Turks and Chaos, and Lionfish at Amazon, booksbyeric.com, and audible.com.
Power, simplicity, reliability. It's what you demand of your dive computer. And Shearwater delivers. Shearwater evolved out of one tech diver's need for a reliable, easy-to-use rebreather dive computer and quickly became the tech market leader. Now recreational divers have taken notice. The Shearwater Peregrine is a simple, full-color, multi-gas dive computer. It's also the most economical Shearwater dive computer released to date. Check it out and the entire line at shearwater.com. Shearwater. Dive computers for demanding divers.
Scuba Radio. Prepare to rig for dive!
Your surface interval is complete. You're now clear to dive with Scuba Radio.
Scuba Radio.
The world's first radio show devoted to diving.
Scuba Radio.
Dive, dive, dive.
I have big news for you. So what is this big news?
When I go deep diving on you, I'ma make you go crazy.
This is the world's first radio show devoted to diving. I am Greg the Dive Master. CJ in the studio with me. By the way, both CJ and I have cleared the system.
We have?
Yeah.
All right, good.
Yeah. I rebooted during the commercial break. I mean, this is based on AI technology, and the model started going a little haywire there. I'm not sure. I mean, the only one we've technically cleared so far besides you and me, CJ, is Vinny Two Tanks amongst the Scuba Radio Scuba Squad.
This is just for entertainment purposes. This would not be admissible in a court of law.
Oh, no. This will hold up and in legal circles for sure.
Says Greg.
I mean, this is high tech stuff. Okay, I'm gonna fire up the system here. I rebooted.
I'm waiting for that computer to break down.
Yeah. Okay. And just in the nick of time, we got Brittany, the Aqua Gypsy, with us
Brittany,
now too.
hide your face. He's using AI.
Yeah, because we have to. We gotta clear our Scuba Radio Scuba Squad from potentially being the dive bugler from St. Augustine that robbed a bank in a dive mask. I don't think it's Brittany. I think she's too smart for that kind of stuff. But we still have to test her. Just
it was definitely
for legal
a dude.
reasons.
It was definitely a dude.
I would say from the picture and the video, it looked like a dude. That's true. Yeah.
It was definitely not me because I don't buy my masks from Walmart.
Yes.
That's
right.
exactly what a person would say.
Yeah, but I definitely think it was a dude. Okay. See, even
you okay there, buddy?
Even the system picked that one up. I mean, it's science, by the way.
Fine.
All right. So Barry the Bugger.
He's not here.
He's holding up a. I don't know what is
this
that.
This is Greg.
Yeah. Okay. I've already been cleared.
On a stick.
Don't hide behind my magnificence.
That's okay. If it fools the AI,
it's his dream date.
Gosh,
Barry, that looks like a mask of Greg getting a prostate exam.
Hey, now.
Greg,
That
hands.
every week. That's why it's Greg's dream date.
Yeah, let's see. Okay.
Barry, both hands on the counter.
That Greg on the stick, was I having a prostate exam while that picture was taken?
Yes, you were.
Okay, well, according to the fooled the system. Okay, is Barry, are you the Die Boogler? Answer, please.
Okay. Under the Fifth Amendment of the U.S. Constitution, I invoke my rights to keep quiet.
Can't do that.
Yes or no?
Come on, Barry. Is it?
I would say that's
I could tell you.
guilty.
I could tell you why. I could tell you why I'm not the Die Boogler.
Okay. Bugler.
Bugler. What do I wear on my face?
Makeup.
No.
Concealer.
The dive mask.
Glasses. Have you ever seen a $7 dive mask that had prescription lenses in them?
I mean, it tells us nothing.
He doesn't have, you don't have to see anything to ask for money.
Purely excuses. Hang him.
And shove a gun in someone's face. Come on,
I hate to
Barry.
burst everyone's bubble.
Yeah.
But you want to know why I think it was none of you?
Why?
Because didn't this guy jump up on a counter?
Oh, none of us can jump.
That's right. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
He's better than the computer.
That's right. Brittany Brown is smarter than AI.
He's better than AI.
Maybe.
Yeah.
So you know that it's just because
Detective Brown to you.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, just
I forgot my pipe.
you forgot your pipe.
You and me both.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Sherlock Holmes.
That's
I
right.
presume.
Sherlock Holmes. There we go.
Yeah.
And that
Just blow
really
the whole bit out of the water.
That's
Okay.
right. Good for you, Brittany. Now
All
I
right.
was thinking
Yeah.
of something
I
else to
don't.
talk
But
about.
I don't remember him.
His
Did
show-
he
whole
jump up
show
on
is
the?
about this.
Did he?
Yeah.
Did he jump up on the counter in a
Yeah.
dive
He
mask?
did.
I didn't-
The article said he did. Yeah, he jumped over the counter.
There's
Yeah,
video of it.
Definitely
Did you,
no one
Vinny?
here.
Have
I
you
would
seen
say-
Vinny's knees lately?
Yeah, I'd say maybe CJ.
I can't
maybe.
jump. Trust me.
If he fell
CJ's
down
wasn't
the
me.
road, it would be Vinny.
Oh,
yeah,
well.
CJ's the strongest person here
System
right now. so-
agrees. Okay.
Yeah.
All
Yeah,
right.
that's
So.
if the guy fell off the counter, it would be Vinny.
There you go.
Oh, see,
I could die.
system agrees.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
Vinny,
Was he saying
the
I
guy
could
wasn't
die?
off and nobody really walked in.
I could die.
Give me this money. I could die.
I'm not in danger of dying.
I can't go to prison.
All
I
right.
could die.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Well, I guess you guys are off the hook then, according to.
Wait a
Yeah,
minute.
I
I
didn't
think-
test
I think
Casey to-
CJ could jump
Do we
up a
need
counter,
to?
couldn't he?
Yeah.
What?
CJ could do it.
CJ
CJ's
could
strong
jump
enough.
on. CJ
Yeah.
could jump.
Did this,
No,
this
we-
guy, did he have a German Shepherd with him?
It was a
point.
very short counter. I mean, count.
Uh-huh. Okay. Well, yeah. He's,
Brittany Brown.
You want to put me
attorney at
through
law.
it just
yeah.
to
Okay.
show them?
All right.
Yeah, I think CJ's probably the only one here that's not gonna tear his meniscus.
Oh. What? You're. What?
It's nurse. It's Nurse Brittany Brown
Didn't
now.
sprain his
And that
tank,
comes
though.
from never stretching.
Okay. All right. So, all right, CJ, are you the Die Boogler?
No, I'm not.
Oh, he's cleared.
Thank you.
According to the system, Conk Johnson is
But we
telling
don't know
the
how
truth.
accurate
First
that
time
is.
ever. Oh no, it's science. This is 100%.
It's science.
Yeah.
Greg,
So-
you do know that we can see your laptop from here. You're just hitting a sound effect.
I
okay?
have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh, no.
See, there's birds. It's involving nature.
Did
as
you
well.
hear the 70s sound effects of it powering up earlier?
Yeah. Yeah. Shut the hell up. Just shut the hell up before I do something to you. Yeah. Okay. Oh, yeah. Take that. Okay. Anywho. All right. I think we've cleared the crew enough.
What
But-
about you, Greg?
What about me?
You just bought a new Brian May guitar.
Yeah, wait. what
Seem to be
Where'd you
flush with
get all that
throwing a lot of money
Hey,
around.
where'd
I
you
don't
get
know.
all that money?
Also,
Hey,
Greg,
hey,
and
no,
Greg
no.
has a monkey heart.
No,
so he can
no.
jump
right.
up on
I
the-
was
Yes,
on a
he
game
does.
show and I won a lot of
He's
money.
bionic.
Oh, and he's going diving for 10 days straight.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's going on a cruise ship and everything.
All right. Well, it's interesting because the system just
Change
went
the
down.
subject really
It just
quick.
crashed.
Oh, that's convenient.
Yeah, it just crashed. System just crashed. So we're all clear.
So no, I think you're the only one that's not cleared.
He's got high-end boating shorts too now.
I wasn't looking at his shorts.
And a brand new rash guard, heated.
Yeah.
What
a
is-
heated race guard.
And why does Barry know about my shorts?
Because we
know.
discussed them.
Oh, you talked about your shorts with
Quit it.
Barry.
Are
Okay.
they red?
That's enough.
Are they red?
Too much information there, peoples. We got to move on to other stuff.
Do they
Comparing
restrict blood flow?
exotic
Change the
cancers to
subject.
jellyfish. That's the other big topic we have to address today.
Do
Okay.
you look better than Vinny when you wear them?
Well, beauty's in the eye of the
Depends on
beholder.
who you ask.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know.
Are they red?
No, they're brown.
Kids like it.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Okay, no, but there's a photographer. Did you guys see this story? I sent it to
No.
everyone, so obviously you guys ignored it,
Yeah, I don't look at
as you
your
typically do.
I don't look at your
I sent it out of the
texts.
Scuba Radio
saw
Scuba
it.
Squad before the show about this photographer who is comparing exotic dancers to jellyfish. And there's some pictures that she's taken that she says exotic dancers and jellyfish are kind of the same. Did you see the? You see?
You
You
get
didn't.
stung, but you got to pee on both of them.
I was thinking the same thing. Literally, that's exactly what I was going to say.
That sounds like a personal problem.
Only thing that I could have thought
Great
of.
minds
or
think
preference.
alike.
No, that I don't think that's appropriate. But why is she doing this? Is there any truth to it? I don't know. We're going to discuss it next. Stay close.
This is the Worldwide Scuba Radio Network.
Prepare to rig for dive!
Your surface interval is complete. You're now clear to dive with Scuba Radio.
Scuba Radio.
The world's first radio show devoted to diving.
Scuba Radio.
Dive, dive, dive.
Jackie and Peter are fun. They go to concerts. They are both getting their scuba licenses.
Don't like scuba people. I'm a dry land guy.
I know how you feel about fish people.
No, fish people are the worst, okay?
I think you should give it to me.
What?
Scuba boy, won't you take me there too?
You know, baby.
Scuba boy, won't you take me there too?
That was a party.
Scuba boy, won't you take me there too?
I know the human being and fish can coexist peacefully.
This is the world's first radio show devoted to diving. I am Greg the Dive Master. CJ in the studio with me. Both of us have passed the Scuba Radio lie detector. We are not the dive bugler. And I think we've cleared the Scuba Radio Scuba Squad, at least to a level that will keep them out of the popo.
Thanks to Brittany Brown.
You know
attorney at law.
nothing.
What do you mean I know nothing? I'm defending you, Casey the Tobacco Nut, and then you're calling me out as a liar?
No,
Beep.
just a fool.
A fool.
Just a fool.
No,
Beep.
that's not true.
I mean, that's
Who's beeping? Why are they beeping?
I'm beeping. 'Cause
Why?
I'm agreeing.
You know what?
I don't have a AI beep.
Okay, there's something wrong with Barry the bugger.
There
Oh,
you
see,
go. Ding.
System
That's
agrees.
it. It's ding.
Okay, so there's this other story of a relatively, I don't know, semi-famous photographer who has
Who?
made a parallel between jellyfish and exotic dancers.
first of all, that picture on the left looks nothing like the dancers I've seen.
Well, I'll tell you what, if that was a
I
gentleman's
second that vote.
establishment and those exotic dancers were performing them, I would not patronize that establishment. It's a little odd looking. But she took pictures of these exotic dancers, so she says.
Sounds like a waste of time.
And then she put it up next to a, picture of a jellyfish and said, "Look, they're the same." Coincidence?
They're not the same.
I don't know. I mean, she thinks they're the same. Oh, yeah. Even the system somewhat agrees. But have you ever looked at a jellyfish underwater while you were scuba diving and thought exotic dancer?
No.
Okay. So this person is obviously nuts.
Yeah.
Okay. Moving on. I mean, does any
I
of the
do think
crew-
there is some similarities.
How so?
Like between an exotic dancer and a jellyfish. I mean, you want to stay away from both of them.
Why?
You know
You
why.
get burned.
Oh, they'll sting you?
Many reasons.
You'll leave a nasty rash, according to Bubble Boy.
Oh, hell yeah.
Okay. All right. Brittany, you have any comment about that? Or he's like, you would prefer us not to discuss such nonsense?
Yeah, I feel like your interpretation of exotic dancer and this lady's interpretation of an exotic dancer are two completely different aspects. Like, I think she's talking exotic dancer, someone in the O show. I think you're talking about the bada bing up the street.
I don't know. The picture I'm looking at looks like she's on a pole. Yep. That looks like a pole.
Kind of blurry, though.
Yeah, but the way that I interpreted it was like from the O show or something like this, maybe on like curtains or something.
So what would the comparison be to mermaids?
That's what I mean. I think it's like that. It's more of like a.
They're both a pain in the ass.
No,
performance.
you're wrong, Brittany. I'm looking at the next picture. There's no confusing that whatsoever.
Oh, that's a pole.
That's a pole, all right.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
this photographer
down.
has some experience with the adult film world or something, according to this article I'm looking at, which I hope I don't get spammed like crazy for looking at this nonsense. But this is really, this is bad. This is
what's on Deeper Blue.
Yeah, it's just not. This is, I think, is highly disturbing.
It's a stretch. It's a real stretch.
I mean,
I think that maybe she just hasn't sold any photography in a while, and so we're fishing.
Well, this isn't going to help.
This could be it.
That would be a good idea, though.
You think this
Got
would
us
help?
Talking about it.
Well, that's true. We're
Got
giving
people
her,
looking at her photos.
We're giving her the publicity. Elizabeth Waterman is
Never
her
heard
name,
of her.
But she's a waterman.
Okay. What,
So-
I got you.
Another
I gotcha.
interesting correlation.
What do you mean? No, just because of
Jellyfish, saltwater, waterman.
Yeah. Well, if you haven't figured it out already, the news cycle was pretty slow this week for scuba diving stories. Other exotic dancers that look like jellyfish and dive booglers.
No, you had a classic, the burglar with the dive mask. That's a pretty good story.
Oh, okay. Vinny Two Tanks is a fan.
Forget that story.
Oh, okay. I forgot it.
Casey the Tobacco Nut is our gatekeeper of nonsense. Is that? Oh, we are screwed. We are royally screwed. That's just not good. Oh golly, gee willikers. So anyway.
Language, Greg.
Yeah, I know.
Clean it up.
I'm trying. It's really tough. But yeah, I don't see any connection between jellyfish and and exotic dancers. I mean, when you see stuff underwater, do you think of other things though, like that? I mean, have you ever?
Turtles like jellyfish.
Turtles like to eat jellyfish. Okay.
I thought you just liked them. I didn't know they ate them.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's why we got problems sometimes with like plastic bags in the ocean.
Vinny thinks they swim along
balloons.
beside him and pet them with their fin.
Yeah. So I thought.
That's not right. That's totally wrong.
Well,
but yeah,
I've been-
but they
I've
do
been
eat
corrected.
jellyfish, and that's why, we have problems with plastic bags and Mylar balloons getting in the ocean because the turtles will eat them because they
Now,
think
that
they're
would have been
jellyfish.
a much better photo display if she associated that with trash in the water.
What, a choking turtle?
No, like show a plastic bag floating along and say, look, this looks like a jellyfish. Look, here's this piece of rope. This looks like an eel.
Huh.
Well, are you a production manager? If you are, Greg could use your help.
Some dancers like to be choked.
That's not the kind of hope that I want.
Oh, that was
great.
Oh, did I do something wrong?
Yeah.
No, you were perfect, Vinny. Perfect.
Spot on.
Yeah, Vinny harsh. He's like
I'm harsh.
Yeah, he's got the knives out. Was that a joke or just an observation? I think he was just throwing Casey the tobacco nut under the bus. There.
Take the home run, Vinny.
There's some tension.
Take the home run.
There's some tension in the air amongst the Scuba Radio
I was
Scuba
just
Squad.
trying to get him some free help. That was my intent.
Yeah, right? I think he was more so pointing that towards you, Greg.
Me? No.
Oh, yeah.
That's incorrect. But there is a lot of tension. I don't know. There could still be a dive boogler amongst us that's just trying to lay low. And
or maybe it was just coincidence. I was drinking there that night.
Huh.
In Jacksonville?
St. Augustine.
Oh, there it is again.
That's with the burglar.
Notice he's not showing his eyes right
There's a
now.
connection. I
Yeah.
just figured it out.
Okay. Well, it could happen. And I just don't think it's good for diving in general. We really don't want to be associated with criminals.
Yeah.
That's why I wore the cheap mask.
What are you going to do?
Divers wouldn't wear that cheap. I mean, that's why he was wearing that cheap mask.
Okay.
Good thinking.
Way to keep me from hitting the dump button there, Casey, the tobacco nut.
I saw some cool stuff on hour 2. I'll tell you about it.
Okay,
Actually, I'll
Brittany.
send it to everyone right
Brittany's going to take us out of the annals of crappy scuba stories.
You and your
in hour
anal.
2.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yeah,
that wasn't
come up here
appropriate.
before long.
That
Hey,
wasn't
save it.
appropriate.
That's all that matters.
Inappropriate.
The system says. I knew it. Okay. Look, hour 2 on deck. We got to talk about the trash derby and much, much more. Stay close.
On the boat or down below if you want to stay in the know. If you be pressurized there, you'll want to be there on Scuba Radio. Let's go!
Scuba Radio. Scuba Radio is a production of Overboard Entertainment Incorporated.
Scuba Radio. This seems the logical place for fish to congregate.
Remember, you can listen live or to archives of past editions of Scuba Radio worldwide over the internet at ScubaRadio.com.
So we're in international waters? Indeed so.
Tell a friend and buddy up with your radio every week for Scuba Radio, the world's first radio show devoted to diving.
Well, it's all very nice here, but we should be going. I miss me wife and me oxygen.
Yes, we all miss our loved ones and gases. Let's go.
The opinions you just heard on Scuba Radio are those of the hosts, callers, and guests.
Okay, what I just heard? Blah, 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 blah.
They are not necessarily those of any station or network, its management, or advertisers.
Come on, quit yanking me.
Scuba diving does involve risk and should never be conducted without proper instruction and training.
Oh, what's the worst thing that could happen?
I could die.
Have any questions or comments? Feel free to do so via the web at ScubaRadio.com.
Oh, hello there. Don't be alarmed. We're just preparing your listening device for Scuba Radio, the world's first radio show devoted to diving. We do this, of course, by filling the radio with water. Don't worry, we're professionals. Thanks to me, you won't even get wet. You see, I've crammed every appendage of my body into the cracks and crevices of your radio, ensuring an airtight seal. By the way, don't touch your on-off knob. That's a very sensitive area. Anyway, I should remind you, we believe in the buddy system just like diving, so don't listen alone. Call your buddy and tell them that Scuba Radio is about to begin.
We're gonna start a new life under the sea.
So, am I gonna drown?
Of course not. Just stay calm and let the gentle currents relax your every muscle.
Under the sea, under the sea.
Did it just get warmer?
There'll be no accusations, just friendly crustaceans under the sea.
Where the hell are the sharks?
And now, here's your dive guide for Scuba Radio, Greg the Dive Master.
And welcome to hour 2, the world's first radio show devoted to diving, better known as the Deuce. And CJ's in the studio with me. And we got the Aqua Gypsy as part of the Scuba Radio Scuba Squad now. She's trying to keep them in line and set this dive plan on a better course because we kind of got diverted a little bit, I think.
Happens. It does happen.
Yeah, we got to get to the Eye Care Trash Derby that's kicking off this week, and we're going to do that. But Brittany did mention that she had another story that divers should be aware of. And I don't know if this is a suggestion or it just dovetails off of the dive boogler story. But what it entails a scuba tank. Is that right, Brittany? Do I have this right?
Oh, yeah. You want to chat about that? Yeah. Well, you were talking about that it was pretty light on the scuba news this week, but I found a story this week about some stuffing of tanks.
Stuffing of tanks. Like money that was robbed from a bank, from a dive boogler?
No, you didn't read the article.
Could be that. It could also be some of the boogler's boogers.
The what?
Booger sugar. What? Excuse me? Wait a minute. Okay, wait. So you found a story where a diver was using his scuba tank to smuggle drugs.
That's right.
Oh, boy. They catch him? Or was he just sharing his secret?
Never caught him.
I saw that he was sharing his secret on there. It was on like one of those intervention things. Probably I almost got away with it, so maybe he didn't get away with it. But he took the boot right off and then cut a hole in it and away he went.
Wow. Okay, these are we don't recommend divers rob banks. We don't recommend that divers use their scuba tanks to smuggle drugs or anything else for that matter across straight lines or international timelines and things. So I don't know. I mean, I guess today's show is kind of like a public service, and we don't. Well, and we also don't recommend you comparing exotic dancers to marine life.
You can do that all you want.
Well, you can, but we don't recommend it. We don't suggest it.
Yeah, I wouldn't, but you could if you want to.
We're going to keep it classier than that.
Yes.
We haven't covered comparing them to mermaids yet.
Well, comparing what to mermaids?
Pictures of jellyfish.
Okay.
The mermaids.
You're
okay,
looking.
Go ahead, Casey.
Yeah, go ahead. Be our guest and never speak to one ever again. You don't see any mermaids on the show today. What does that tell you?
There you go.
Very elusive.
You're scaring them away there,
very
Casey.
Elusive.
Okay. Anywho, maybe we'll just move on to other stuff. We've covered.
Hey, mermaids are like jellyfish in that you can't always guarantee you'll see them.
Huh. Okay.
Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't.
Do you get stung?
I don't know.
Depends.
Yeah.
You say the wrong thing, you might get slapped.
Kind of the same thing.
Well, let's see. Mermaids are like jellyfish because they're both a gooey mess? No, that's not right.
No, that's too far.
But if you get slapped, do you pee on it?
Okay, that's enough. All right. Anyway, Brittany, you've been traveling and maybe even been doing some diving. And so what have you been up to as the Aqua Gypsy recently?
Well, segueing into the Eye Care Trash Derby, heading down towards the Keys.
Yeah.
I was in the Keys this past weekend and into the week. And I had a wonderful time. I was blowing like 23 knots. I wanted to do the creature feature with my friend, but unfortunately, when we called Captain Slate, he was unable to do that. So
because it got blown out due to the weather, huh? Okay.
But instead, we did a really cool thing, and this is something that I've never done before, and I've never even really. I think I've only met like one other person that's actually done it. So what we did was we went to Flamingo. And so you go to Homestead, and you keep driving, you drive like 37 miles south all the way. Keep going southwest. I'm not talking 75. I'm not talking 41. I'm talking the middle of nowhere, Florida. And you enter the park, and then you keep driving like 37 miles after you enter the park. You have to drive the speed limit because we almost got pulled over.
Wait, which park are we talking about again?
Everglades National Park.
Okay.
Chrome Avenue.
So yeah, so it's off Chrome, but you keep going, keep going. The Flamingo. Once you get there, there were manatees everywhere.
Really?
And then we saw 5 crocodiles. We went on a boat ride. And
so that's where you dispose the bodies?
Yeah, you can do that if you. I mean, it's brackish water. So
okay. All right. Well, now
a lot
we
of
know.
sediment in the water.
Oh, now there's a new idea.
No, this is just a little tidbit. If you are ever going to the Keys, or if you plan on going to the trash derby and you want something fun to do, very few people have actually gone to this specific location.
Yeah.
Now, what is it? What is Flamingo? Is it a beach?
A bird.
Is it a park?
No, it's like a town. It's a town that's owned by the National Park Service, and you can kind of just go there. There's like one general store, and there's a bunch of little areas where you can stop and go hiking, but mainly you just go to see the crocodiles.
So you're on a boat?
Well, no, we drove like 37 miles on this desolate road.
Right, but you said you were on
Then you get out of the car and open up the
crocodiles are
trunk,
right there.
dispose the body, and then watch the feeding frenzy.
Yeah, right. But the crocodiles are right there. But if you go on this boat for $40, it was like $42.
Yeah.
And it takes you way up into the
mangroves and stuff.
And all of this into a couple different bays. And then we saw 5 crocodiles.
What kind of boat? Is it an airboat or a regular boat?
It's a Corinthian.
Oh, all right.
Fine.
Just typical
Corinthian leather.
Has leather?
Yes, exactly.
It's a Corinthian, like a giant.
It was alligator skin, probably more likely. But anyway, Brittany, I mean,
that's cool.
Were you tempted to get in the water with the Crocs?
Actually, I kind of wanted to, because in Mexico, I've been snorkeling with crocodiles before.
Yeah.
There are like 2 places in the world that you can do it, Cuba and Mexico. So I have done it before. But,
really? So they actually encourage you to get in the water with crocodiles?
Oh, no, there's like a handler, and we were feeding them lionfish and,
The Crocs?
lobsters. Yeah.
Huh.
Not there, not here in Florida, but
But in Cuba, where they don't care if you live or die.
Yeah, same thing in Mexico. They're like, whatever, just another tourist.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right.
Anyway, here they don't allow that, of course, because we have,
We have laws.
We have ruse.
we have lawyers.
Ruse.
So, but I thought it was pretty cool, actually. There was people in kayaks, no problem.
Yeah.
There was some.
They'll be dead soon.
Well, there's
crocodiles that were
Crocs
bigger
and
than-
alligators. I mean, even alligators that can,
They're generally
little-
freshwater.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but they're
you didn't really see a lot of
still they're
alligators.
intimidating if you saw a big ass alligator. Well, yeah, would you want to be in the water with it? I don't think I would.
There are places you could ride your bike along the path on 41 at the park down there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you
They're
know all
just-
these out of the way places that no one goes to, and there's Crocs and alligators,
The
Barry?
locals know one.
I learned them from Barry.
How many people have you taken out over the years?
This is
Barry,
why we don't
Dexter.
play Chloe.
More coming up. Stay close.
This is the Worldwide Scuba Radio Network.
Power, simplicity, reliability. It's what you demand of your dive computer, and Shearwater delivers. Shearwater evolved out of one tech diver's need for a reliable, easy-to-use rebreather dive computer and quickly became the tech market leader. Now recreational divers have taken notice. The Shearwater Taric is the best, most intuitive, and reliable wristwatch-sized dive computer on the market. Check it out and the entire line at shearwater.com. Shearwater, dive computers for demanding divers.
How, when, and where it's made has never been more important than now. Just ask all those divers and dive shops that struggled to get products and parts during the pandemic. One relatively new gear manufacturer, however, managed quite well. Nex is one of the few, if not only, dive gear manufacturers to bring regulator and design assembly back to the USA. No shortages during the pandemic for their customers and dealers. And get this, Nex was a Tester's Choice winner in Scuba Lab for 2022 and a Best Buy in 2023. Each Next regulator system is made to order, cutting down on overhead and allowing you to get exactly what you need for the kind of diving you prefer. This will be the last regulator you'll ever need, since the modular design can easily be modified as your diving skills and preferences evolve over time. Are you ready to make your next dive your best dive? Then go to nextdive.com. That's nexdive.com. Next Underwater Products. nextdive.com.
Celebrate diving to make a difference in the Florida Keys at the 3rd Annual iCare Trash Derby, May 1st through 4th. Sponsored by iCare and the National Marine Sanctuary Foundation. The Trash Derby culminates Sunday, May 4th from noon till 6 p.m. at Founders Park in Isla Mirada. You could win big prizes and enjoy food, live music, and meet the crew from Scuba Radio. Join us to celebrate Florida Keys divers' efforts to clean our seas. Details at iCareTrashDerby.com. Brought to you by the Monroe County Tourist Development Council.
Prepare to rig for dive! Your surface interval is complete. You're now clear to dive with Scuba Radio.
Scuba Radio.
The world's first radio show devoted to diving.
Scuba Radio.
Dive, dive, dive.
Hi, I'm Captain Slate from Captain Slate's Atlantis Dive Center in Florida, and you're listening to my good buddy and dive pal, Greg the Dive Master, from the world's first radio show devoted to diving, Scuba Radio. Scuba Radio. Scuba Radio. I love it.
I love it too, but I do it. This is the world's first radio show devoted to diving. I am Greg the Dive Master. CJ's in the studio with me. We got the Scuba Radio Scuba Squad connected via the web. Jerry the Diver Guy, Vinny Two Tanks, Bubble Boy, Barry the Bugger, Casey the Tobacco Nut, Brittany the Aqua Gypsy, who just in the nick of time informed us of something that Chef, the scuba magician, might find useful, is that you can make people disappear in the lower southwest portion of Florida by feeding them to crocs. You don't even have to be magic, Chef.
I'd like to practice that one. Jerry, are you available?
Jerry? Yeah, he just picked up his phone. He's trying to act like he has business. Yeah, but yeah, Chef, how you doing, buddy?
Doing good, man. How are you guys?
Yeah, well, we're doing great, and we're gonna connect next week down in the Florida Keys for the iCare Trash Derby. And and actually, I'm going to be on a trip until the last day, a week from tomorrow, Sunday, May 4th? Did I get that right, or is it May 3rd?
Yeah, May 4th.
May 4th. May the 4th be with you. The iCare Trash Derby party will be noon to 6, and I'm going to be down there after a trip. But Chef's going to be in the Keys all week. Have you laid out your plans for diving for the week there, Chef, or what are you doing?
Wednesday night, and then we're doing a dive Thursday afternoon is our first one.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think we got diving Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and the cleanup, and then the party on Sunday. It'll be very magical.
That's right, because he's going to be doing magic tricks, making people disappear or something by feeding them to crocs. I don't think that's part of the deal. But if you need help with that, just talk to Brittany. She'll tell you where to go
do now.
Yes, she can help you make people quote unquote disappear. And
hey,
that
Greg,
kind of
I have a suggestion.
Casey the Tobacco Nut. Go
Why
ahead.
don't we look ahead on the calendar and, as a Scuba Squad team, go down there and issue a challenge for either lionfish hunting or trash pickup or something. And if we don't win, then we have to let other people on the show.
That's a terrible idea.
Okay.
No,
I kind of like it.
No, that's not a bad. Actually, he shocked me. He actually.
I have been trying to get a team with Greg to go do lionfish derby.
First time I've ever heard this.
Cool.
No, it's not. Every time I went down there for the lionfish derby, I invited you.
I would have blocked that out years ago. Surely.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
You just need to be me to be your ringer for the day. Well, we got this thing in the bag.
Yeah. Are you a good lionfish hunter yourself?
Oh man, I'm a beast when it comes to lionfish hunting.
Yeah. Okay. Well, what is your technique? I mean,
just kill them,
stab them.
Okay. Stab them to the heart.
Goes diving.
I thought he was going to say something nice, like, "Oh, it's magic. I can't tell you my secrets."
Well, can you keep a secret?
Sure, of course.
Yep. So can I.
There it is.
There you go.
Yeah. All right. Well, yeah. I mean, I've shot my fair share of lionfish. I'm pretty good at that too. I just don't have the opportunity to do it very
I
often.
even bought you a pole spear to go, and you will not go.
What do you mean?
Jerry bought you a pole spear?
Yes, I
Whoa.
bought him a pole spear, and he won't
Pole?
go.
Anything like a Hawaiian sling?
Yes.
Yeah, Hawaiian sling, a short one for lionfish.
Hawaiian
That's what we have.
sling, pole spear, it's still the same.
The last 3 lionfish derbies I went to, I won a
Wow.
zookeeper.
You won one, huh?
Oh,
Yeah, I had 3 of them for a while, and I gave 2 away to a couple other competitors.
Okay. Well, are you coming down for the trash derby, Casey, or not? I know you were planning
I'm
on it.
thinking about it. I'm
All right.
thinking about it, but it'd just be a one-day trip for me. So
Well,
I
that's
got to look at it.
It is for me too. I'm just going for the party.
Yeah, but you're there.
Well, not really. I'm going down there on Sunday morning.
Well, you're a
just like you
couple
would.
hours. I'm 6 hours. So
Wine.
Hey, I'm a half a day away, so stop the whining.
Yeah,
Oh,
see?
yeah, okay. I can't complain.
You like some cheese with that stuff?
Coast to coast.
Yeah. But it'll be a good time. They got live music. I mean, Chef's going to be doing magic, talking about the Scuba Magician program as well, which you can check out, ScubaMagician.com. And have you been down to dive in the Keys before, or will this be a first-time thing for you, Chef?
No, I have. That's actually where I did my IDC staff.
Okay.
Was at Keys. Yeah, Rainbow Reef down there. So yeah, really, really nice diving. At the party itself, actually, I'll be selling some magic kits, some fairly inexpensive kind of beginner stuff, but stuff that you can do above water or below water. So
All right.
we look forward to that on Sunday.
Yes. You know we have a dive boogler on the loose here in Florida, though, right now, right?
No, I didn't know.
See? Well, we're here to inform, whether you want to be informed or not. But yeah, we had a bank robbery in St. Augustine earlier this week.
I thought we passed by this.
What do you mean?
I thought it's off the table.
No, he's coming to Florida. He needs to know what he could
Ask him
potentially
what kind of mask
encounter.
he has.
Yeah, what kind of mask do you have, Chef?
Yeah, I do a great magic routine called Mugged, where I'm wearing a ski mask and I take it off, and then I tell a story about a guy that took my watch and it goes into the mask, and my wallet, and my ring, and all the stuff is flying into the mask. And then at the end of it, when you rip the mask inside out, not only is everything gone, but everything's back on my body, instantly. Like the watch is back on my wrist, the ring is back on my finger, the wallet is back in my pocket. Yeah, it's a routine called
That's
Mugged.
magic.
That's magic.
That's magic, or that's stealing.
How do you do that?
It's a fine line.
There's a fine line. Yeah,
I would like to see you try to teach that one to Vinny.
Oh, forget it. You kidding
Wait a
me?
minute, it's not stealing if it's his own watch and ring.
Right. Well, yeah, just got to keep it on the up and up there, Chef, because we do have a guy who wore a dive mask into a bank and robbed a bank last week.
Oh my goodness.
Here in Florida. So,
wow.
If you're traveling to our state, beware, be careful. As a diver.
It was dark. It was late at night when I was there.
Yes, it was Casey.
What kind of mask do you wear?
Yeah, we know the brand. We know the brand of mask. So that's why he keeps asking you that question. It was bought at Walmart, and the brand is called Ozark. So it was a cheapy mask. So obviously the guy had to rob a bank to afford a new mask, a much nicer one, is my guess. Barry, care to comment, Barry? Look at Barry right now. He looks so guilty, doesn't he?
He does.
He's like,
He
keep
looks so
diverting.
constipated.
Keep diverting to.
He's wearing the
Vinny.
clothes of a burglar.
Casey. Yeah, that red cap of his.
What, with a red cap? It's like.
What do you
glows
got
in the
under
dark.
that thing? A shiv?
I bet if he pulls down that cap, there's a couple eye holes.
Yep. See? We're going to flush this boogler out. We're going to do it. I have a feeling before the end of the show. If not, we'll talk more about what you can expect at the Trash Derby. That's next.
Scuba Radio. Scuba Radio.
Come as a guest, leave as a friend. It's a philosophy that comes from the top down at Explorer Ventures liveaboards. It doesn't matter if you're traveling solo, with a buddy, or group. Explorer Ventures does the liveaboard dive experience right. For proof, know Explorer Ventures has one of the best repeat customer stats in the dive industry. They're also the official liveaboard company of Scuba Radio. You've likely heard us talk about Explorer Ventures Scuba Radio scuba cruise trips many times, and we invite you to join us on the next one. However, whether we're on board with you or not, I'll bet an Explorer Ventures liveaboard trip will be one of the best dive experiences you've ever had. It just doesn't get any better. Saba St. Kitts, Turks and Caicos, the Galapagos, Maldives, Indonesia, humpback whales, and the Silver Banks, new destinations and itineraries are being added all the time. Call one of their talented travel consultants to find the Explorer Ventures liveaboard experience that's just right for you. 1-800-322-3577. That's 1-800-322-3577. Or visit explorerventures.com. That's explorerventures.com.
Scuba Radio. Prepare to rig for dive!
Your surface interval is complete. You're now clear to dive with Scuba Radio.
Scuba Radio.
The world's first radio show devoted to diving.
Scuba Radio.
Dive, dive, dive.
Dad, what are you doing in there?
I look these fish right in the eye, and they look back at me, and they see right through me. They know who I am, these fish.
Come on, baby, and do the fish. I'm gonna teach it to you right.
This is the world's first radio show devoted to diving. I am Greg the Dive Master. Okay, so iCare Trash Derby is kicking off. I believe it's Wednesday this week, or maybe Wednesday or Thursday. You can go to iCareTrashDerby.com or .org and find out everything you need to know about the event. But just know that a week from tomorrow, Sunday, May 4th, from noon to 6 at Founders Park right there in Islamorada, we are going to be down there. Don't let that keep you from coming. But we're going to be down there hanging out with the Scuba Radio Scuba Squad and giving away a bunch of stuff. They got a huge amount of prizes to give away. Chef, the scuba magician, is going to be there. They got live music. They got bands. There's probably even mermaids floating around. Who knows? It's going to be all kinds of fun and frivolity. Is that the right word? Yeah, that is.
Doesn't sound like
Yeah,
it.
it is. It is.
Frivolity.
That's what I said. How dare you correct me?
You asked.
No, I did not. It was
a rhetorical question.
Exactly. See, Chef knows.
Jesus.
You don't have to be magic to
I
know.
don't need this.
My
It just
God.
had to be
God,
grammarian. Come on.
Yes,
DJ,
really.
It's the same guy that says computra and boogler.
I know. He can't talk.
It's Bugler, by the way. Get it right, Barry. The bugger.
Yes, computra.
Yes. But anyway, it's going to be a great event. And I'm looking forward to hanging out there in the Florida Keys. And I'm going to get a piece of key lime pie on a stick covered in chocolate.
Oh, they're frozen and they're good.
Oh, that sounds amazing.
Yeah, those are tasty. I actually had my first one of those my last trip to the Keys. And
You've
I've been
never had
down.
them?
I've been down to the Keys a billion times probably, and I've never gotten one of those things. I'm like, that sounds disgusting. Heart attack on a stick. I probably shouldn't eat this. And then, no, we're gonna get one. Well, let's get one. And sure enough, I got one and I took a bite. I'm like, oh my God.
And life has not been complete till now.
Exactly.
But
So,
it's still not as good as Mrs. Max key lime pie.
excuse me,
Mrs. Max key lime
Mizra
pie.
Max. What did he say?
Oh,
Max.
God.
Mrs.
Max.
Oh,
Damn
Mrs.
it.
Max.
Max restaurant.
Key lime pie. Well, the restaurant. Yeah, that's a good
Yeah.
place. Yeah. I wasn't sure where you were going with that.
The best key lime pie.
Well, yeah, but is it covered in chocolate frozen on a stick?
Well,
I don't
I'm
think
sure
so.
they can freeze it for you and pour chocolate on it if you want it.
No. You got to
Greg's
go.
looking for the suppository.
Nothing better than a blonde giraffe.
Okay. Well, that's
I
right.
beg your pardon?
Well, that's the name of the business, but it's the original key lime
Oh.
factory now. But the Blonde Giraffe was the original name or something, I guess, but now it's like the original key lime pie factory place. They got one there in Islamorada.
Great.
And,
Now
kind
I
of
want to go
forward
somewhere and get key lime pie.
Yeah.
Like as soon as the show's over.
Well, we do. Well, come on down to the trash derby.
No,
next
I
week.
need it tonight.
Greg, what day are they diving for the trash derby?
I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure if it starts. Yeah, Wednesday or Thursday. Definitely Thursday.
Okay.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Got it.
I'm not sure. It might be going on Wednesday too. I'm not positive about that. But I mean, all the spots have been sold out for weeks.
Yeah.
They literally gave away like 600 spots or some crazy number of free spots for divers up and down the Florida Keys that just would want to participate in the event. You go dive for free, and you have to agree to come up and bring up as much trash as you can. If you bring up the most, you might win something really cool, or even just participating, you're going to be in the raffle for all the Sunday fun day festivities.
Do you know if we bring our own debris bag, or are they supplying them?
I think they're supplying all that stuff,
Okay.
Chef. But once again, I Care Trash Derby. Just look that up. It'll be all right there. Yeah, it's a real good cause, and Mike and the gang, they have done a great job. This is the 3rd annual event, and this will be the first time we've been able to work it out to come down and at least participate in the party. I mean, Chef will be there diving with them, which will be awesome, and you'll have to give us a first-hand report about that here in the next week or two. But at least I'll be able to come down for the Sunday festivities, and I'm really looking forward to that. And we got to thank Ocean Point Suites once again. They're taking care of the Scuba Radio crew. Very fine establishment down there in Isla Morada. If you want a place to stay, opsuites.com. You're not going to do any better. Not only just price-wise, but I mean, Chef's going to be staying at one of the suites. A 2-bedroom suite is a phenomenal rental price, by the way. And these are basically condo type of setups, but have been maintained very, very well over the years. But you got more space, a little bit more exclusivity because it's a gated community kind of thing, and much cheaper, honestly, too. If you go to their website and rent one of the rooms, you're going to be way, way better off than staying at one of the hotels, especially this time of year where prices are pretty expensive. Down there in the Florida Keys. So opsuites.com, check them out, and you'll thank me for that for sure. All right, so we got that coming up. There was another story that popped up on my radar that doesn't have to do with law enforcement or being arrested or smuggling illegal paraphernalia across state lines. But somebody in England, well, I guess, over there across the pond. It wasn't Roz, by the way, our reporter from that part of the world, but evidently they allow you to buy shipwrecks. Did any of you guys know this?
No.
I had no, and this guy literally bought a shipwreck on like eBay.
Are those the same people to sell you the bridge?
Yes.
Or some nice dry land in the Everglades?
Possibly.
That shipwreck down there, that's yours now.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of wild, but he bought it on Facebook Marketplace. He didn't buy it on eBay. He bought it on Facebook Marketplace for £300. And it's
do you have the right to salvage it?
I don't know if they can salvage it, but
if it's an archaeological site, would you be allowed? Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's a First World War shipwreck over there, and he bought this thing on Facebook Marketplace.
Is there now a no trespassing sign if you're diving near it?
Well, could he set up a toll system or something? I don't know.
Fire system.
And
jar on the bow.
I mean, whether you can do much with it, I don't know. But just the bragging rights are like, hey, I own a shipwreck and I'm a diver.
You
Screw
charge
you.
$10.
Yeah. Well, exactly.
That would be a great name for a boat.
Yeah. And but it's kind of interesting. For sure. And I don't know if you can do that. Can you do that?
If some dude told me that, if I was talking to some dude in a bar and he's like, yeah, I own a shipwreck, I'd be like, bull.
Ship.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
And I don't know.
I wouldn't believe him. Would you believe him?
I mean, would you want to buy one, though, just for the notoriety of it?
No one would believe you. Even
What do you mean? If you had like a certificate of authenticity that this shipwreck belongs
you
to
can
me?
print up on any computer.
A title or something.
I'm
I
gonna
don't
go
see the
print
point.
a bunch of them before I get to Florida and show you all the stuff I own.
Yeah,
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's people that they buy the stars up in the sky. They got that
it's a
whole crap
waste.
going on.
Think how excited you'd be as a member of his family when he passed away. Oh, Uncle So-and-so left me a shipwreck.
What are you going to do with it? Nothing. But I own it. I don't know. I think that would, as a scuba diver, you wouldn't find that to be.
No, because you could just go dive it even if you don't own it.
Well,
Maybe
there's
he's
no.
gonna
What's
tell
the?
people that he's inheriting a boat, but they don't realize it's at the bottom of the ocean.
Yeah, that's right.
You guys are great divers, man.
I own a yacht. That's right. I own my own ship. Kind of a
It'd be
big
funny when
deal.
They say they send him a message say, you need to go salvage your wreck and get it up off the floor.
It does tend to
Enter the
take on
sea.
water.
Yeah. Well,
Oh no, you sunk my battleship.
it could be
There
a
you
battleship.
go.
I don't know. I think it's a cool idea. If I had the opportunity to get it, and it was like, $300, that's too much. But
No,
$5,
300 pounds.
make me
300
holler
pounds is
for
not
sure.
300.
More coming up. Stay close.
You can
This is the Worldwide Scuba Radio Network.
Prepare to rig for dive!
Your surface interval is complete. You're now clear to dive with Scuba Radio.
Scuba Radio.
The world's first radio show devoted to diving.
Scuba Radio.
Dive, dive, dive.
Hi, I'm Manny. I'm your dive master lead in Aquacat, and you hear Scuba Radio.
Yeah, wait, you're the lead dive master on the Aquacat? What are you?
Yes, sir, I'm the lead dive master.
Okay, do it again. One more time.
You kidding?
No.
Okay, guys, I'm Manny. I'm your dive master lead in Aquacat, and you hear Scuba Radio.
The world's first radio show devoted to diving.
The what? Okay. Hi, guys, I'm Manny. I'm a dive instructor in Aquacat, and you're listening to Scuba Radio.
The world's first radio show devoted to
The world's first radio show devoted to dive. You kidding or what? You did it, translate.
True.
This is the world's first radio show devoted to diving.
I can do it slow.
Okay, do it slow. Yeah, do slow.
The world's first
Radio
show
devoted to
devoted to diving. Devoted. You know what, guys?
to diving.
For the Spanish speakers, la mejor radio estación de radio devota de lo que es el buceo.
This is the world's first radio show devoted to diving. That's how you say it technically, I believe. I think I got that right.
Con carne.
For our Spanish speakers.
Con permiso.
Okay, there we go.
Greg, I got exciting news for you. I've got this official deed for a shipwreck. And
Wow.
You know it's official because at the bottom it says this is not a scam, really.
Okay.
Ooh.
Wow.
We got to
Fancy.
frame that.
300 pounds, and it's yours.
300 pounds,
Yep.
which
I
is
think-
is that one berry?
Yeah, it'd just be one berry. Two would be 600 pounds.
Yeah.
Schnozberry.
It's not really.
Yeah.
Oh.
The schnozberries taste like schnozberries.
Huh.
There are no schnozberries.
Okay, I don't even know what you guys are referring to, but
That's because you
Scare
never saw
Bear could
movies.
split the cost.
Jer
Leave me
Bear.
out of it.
okay. Well, yeah, they don't allow that stateside, and I think this guy. I mean, they don't even sell them across the pond anymore. These shipwrecks this guy picked up on Facebook Marketplace.
Pond. Yeah.
Because evidently
I'm going to start selling those. I'm just going to post random
Well, no,
pictures of shipwrecks and go,
They
Facebook
sold 'em-
Marketplace. Hey, make me an offer.
They sold them years ago. The British government sold them to salvers years ago.
Salvers?
Yeah. And
Salvagers?
so people would do it with the hope of they were going to be able to, bring up a bunch of valuable stuff from these shipwrecks. And evidently, some of them did, some of them didn't. And they've been lingering around, and somebody who had one of these deeds decided to sell it. After, he probably realized like, oh, I got screwed. There ain't nothing on this shipwreck. He's probably been sitting around, and the deed was collecting dust, so he put it up on Facebook Marketplace. But I don't think we do this in the States, so I'm not falling for chef scam. But would it be cool to own your own shipwreck? I think it would be pretty awesome.
Yeah,
I don't think
does that
anyone would
include
care.
free shipping?
Casey.
Wow.
Must be one of my writers.
Yeah. At least Barry knows.
Shut up, Barry.
Hey, baby, what's going down?
I love that commercial.
Yeah. I love it when Barry laughs at himself. It's almost as good as Vinny Two Tanks. Not getting the joke. But anywho, I mean, yeah, Barry, are you going to come down to the Trash Derby and see the?
I am supposed to see Dad on the 1st. So
That'd be a no.
maybe no, I don't know yet.
You don't know.
Just don't know what's
All right,
happening.
Well, a week from Sunday, once again, I Care Trash Derby will be down
He'll be
there. doing
painting the
that.
house that day.
No,
Greg, there is a,
I shouldn't have to pay the house for another 12 years.
Okay.
Greg, there's a famous story about a shipwreck near Catalina that the guy did not have his boat insured. And then they filed an insurance scam because they claimed that all the rich people that were on the boat had all their jewelry in a safe in the bottom of the boat. So everyone filed for their jewelry recovery. Well, divers later found out about there's this safe in this boat in Catalina that has $10 million worth of jewelry.
Wow.
And divers are going down, so you see all these penetration holes, and lo and behold, no one has found that safe in 30 years. So somewhere
Really?
out in the Pacific, there's
That
a safe
still exists
$10 million.
somewhere. Huh?
It's out there.
Wow.
It's got to be real. You know?
What about
Send
that?
Vinny out there.
Dutchman's mind.
Well, Vinny, that's in Vinny's backyard. Vinny, you know about that?
Vinny did it.
No, that's okay. I
Why? That's
Forget
okay.
about it.
He's like, that's
I'm
okay.
not
Don't talk
diving
to
in
me.
California, it's cold.
Oh, okay. You're not
We
willing
have
to.
ruined Vinny. We
You're
have
not-
Box
destroyed
right
his
in back
diving.
of Vinny could hide a safe really easily.
He's not willing to risk his warmth for a measly $10 million, $20 million.
Maybe he already has that safe and you don't know about it.
I
He should-
actually did a lot of diving in the Catalina area. I've done a lot of it. So
You should try hit a rash guard.
If
There
I
are
could
more.
show up on that wreck, I couldn't find it either. So
Yeah,
if I
okay.
can't find it, it's not there.
I
So I'm
think an
supposed to recover
octopus
it.
has stolen it.
And now, you mean a jellyfish? It
No, I
looks
think
like an exotic
octopus has
dancer.
stolen the safe.
Really?
Yeah, octopus will steal that, take it away in their little holes.
What? Why does the octopus sound like that?
I'm just saying, octopus.
I don't know what's happening.
I don't know. Sometimes I just talk like that.
Okay.
It's a friendly octopus.
But does the octopus look like an exotic dancer?
No, it looks like an octopus.
That's a jellyfish.
Or it's actually camouflage, so it looks like whatever's behind it.
Yeah.
Maybe it's an exotic dancer.
Decomposing at the bottom of the sea.
Huh.
You know,
All
in Catalina,
bloated and
yesterday
swelling.
They had a couple of orcas, which I've never seen diving, but there was 2 orcas chasing some dolphins or something by Catalina. A lot of video about it.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
That'd
Yeah.
be pretty cool.
Yeah.
They were on their way to the
Absolutely.
wine mixer.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
see some orcas look
Pow!
like exotic dancers.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
I've seen some exotic dancers that look like orcas.
you got. I mean, the one thing I've noticed.
No
from-
one's went for the blowhole joke. All right.
Give it a minute. Now that you've laid it out there,
Might as well, CJ. Take it.
I don't think there's a joke. It was just a.
It's done.
Okay.
That was it. That was the joke.
Yep.
Yes, thank
What
you.
about I think all of you guys are really just trying to change the subject from what we all know. There's someone amongst us that is a boogler, a dive boogler.
Well, you got Barry the Boogler.
No, we already
All
discussed that.
Barry the
circumstantial.
booger.
Nobody's proven
No.
anything.
Barry's a financial guy. It seems
Yeah.
like he would know how to launder the money once
Right.
he stole it. My money's on Barry.
Whirlpool.
Yeah.
I'm too
Jerry?
obvious.
Who do you think?
Barry, don't say anything.
Yeah, maybe it's just a
I'm not
vote.
saying anything.
Jerry, who do you think is the dive boogler?
Barry.
Barry?
I think
Vinny?
it's Barry.
Who's the dive burglar amongst our crew, Vinny?
I don't think it's any one of us. Sorry.
That's what
You
a
gotta
dive
choose one.
burglar would say.
It's a radio
It was
show.
me then.
Vinny's,
I'd like
Vinny's
him as one
taking
of the jury
claim.
members, please.
You may have noticed that Greg's bank account has increased by a small fortune.
I think Vinny just kind of exposed himself. Oh, there, see? And he might even told us who was the dive bugler.
He did. He said he did it.
Yeah, he did.
There you go.
I don't know. I think it might be the guy with the top of the line Brian May guitar.
Could be.
System says no. System says no.
And your wife was totally cool with it, which doesn't set right.
Oh, no, she wasn't. See?
Oh, no, she wasn't.
She wasn't. She seemed like she was.
Right. Okay.
She's just going shopping now.
All right. Well, just be prepared. If you're thinking about robbing banks, my suggestion to you would be
get a better mask.
That was not what I was going to say.
Can't find a better mask.
There are plenty better masks out there than the one this boogler used.
Whoa, hey, look at the time.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Look, 2 weeks from today, we'll have our full show from the Eye Care Trash Derby. Make sure you tune in for that. Next week, we have a special episode for you. Till then, remember, it's always better. Where, gang?
Down where it's wetter.
Safe diving, everyone.
They all love Scuba Radio. On the boat or down below, if you want to stay in the know. If you be pressurized there, you'll want to be there on Scuba Radio. Let's go!
Scuba Radio. Scuba Radio is a production of Overboard Entertainment Incorporated.
Scuba Radio. This seems the logical place for fish to congregate.
Remember, you can listen live or to archives of past editions of Scuba Radio worldwide over the internet at ScubaRadio.com.
So we're in international waters? Indeed so.
Tell a friend and buddy up with your radio every week for Scuba Radio, the world's first radio show devoted to diving.
Well, it's all very nice here, but we should be going. I miss me wife and me oxygen.
Yes, we all miss our loved ones and gases. Let's go.
The opinions you just heard on Scuba Radio are those of the hosts, callers, and guests.
Okay, you know, what I just heard? Blah, 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 blah.
They are not necessarily those of any station or network, its management, or advertisers.
Come on, quit yanking me.
Scuba diving does involve risk and should never be conducted without proper instruction and training.
Oh, what's the worst thing that could happen?
I could die.
Have any questions or comments? Feel free to do so via the web at ScubaRadio.com.